Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back to the review, and today I'm joined yet again by the True Ginger Shadow, and today
Hello.
we're going to be discussing with you guys another theory for 5 Minutes Freddy's 4, and we're going to be discussing with you guys when do you guys think that this game is going to be taking place. And personally, our opinion is that this game might possibly be a prequel to 5 Minutes Freddy's 3, and we're actually...
Hope it's a prequel.
We hope that it's a prequel. That's what we're hoping, or at least if it is after the game, it can explain that it isn't a prequel and explain how it isn't. And basically, the reason why we think this is the main point that we're trying to bring up here is that Phone Dude in 5 Minutes Freddy's 3 just says, "Welcome back" on the first night. The first night that you work there, which is supposed to be the first night that you're ever there.
Well, you're working for Fazbear Fright at that point.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be the first night you've ever worked for Fazbear Fright. Phone Dude's a brand new guy into the game, and he's saying welcome back as if he knows you.
Yeah, you don't know the guy, he doesn't know you, and he says, "Hey, welcome back."
Well, it doesn't look like he knows you.
Yeah, things are going to be a lot more interesting this time. Notice how he says this time. But basically, the reason why we say this is because he says welcome back, which means that he's obviously known you in a before times setting, or he's just crazy, either one of the two. But
possibility. It's always a possibility. Anyone that works in the FNAF, or if they work in Fazbear, they could be crazy. It's Phone Guy was a bit crazy. All the guys who worked 5 nights as a night guard were crazy. Obviously, the fact that they stayed there for 5 nights.
Yeah.
God.
But the thing about this though is that if you also listen to the way he talks to you, not only does he say that, but he talks to you like he basically knew you before, he talks to you before, and when he explains to you with the tennis paddle and audio devices, he actually doesn't even explain the audio devices, he doesn't even mention them. He actually talks about the not tennis paddle, the little bar on the left side, and he's basically like, oh yeah, you can use this to, reset your audio devices, which he mentions it there, but he doesn't explain how to use it, and all this kind of stuff. However, he doesn't really necessarily tell you. It's almost like he's refreshing you on it.
Quite literally, 5 Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2, we knew what the game was, we knew exactly what to do. And obviously, you're a bit frightened because it's the first time playing it, don't really know completely what you're doing, but you've got a great idea. 5 Nights at Freddy's 3, everyone was just lost. They were like headless chickens. I was like a headless chicken. I went in and started playing it. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, because Phone Dude didn't explain what to do. You kind of just had to figure out.
He's useless. I don't even know why he's being paid.
You had to explain basically off instinct of what to do, which is mainly why we think this. And another reason into this is because where else would they find these characters? Like Phone Guy, or Phone Dude, we should say, already explained that they went to the place and got the relics, and the relics were basically belonging to that place.
Yeah, everything's broke after the 3rd game. Obviously some things survived and got set on.
Yeah, the only thing that was really movable was Springtrap.
Yeah.
Because he was boarded up.
And that was all in parts. Plus, the idea of the game taking place even further on, that's really, really far into the future.
Exactly. That's that's because the 3rd game is either 2017 or 2027. It's still not confirmed what pizzeria they're talking about.
But but it's still really far ahead.
It's even in the future from now. It's like 5 Minutes Freddy's 3 is either 12 years after today or 2 years after today. So interesting to think about.
Plus, when you think about it, first game was based roughly 1993, we think.
Yes.
Then second game was a prequel. 3rd game way in the future. Makes sense for the 4th game to be a prequel and kind of wrap everything up, wrap up the mysteries, let us know what's going on.
Exactly. This could
the bits between those 30-year gap, why Fazbear shut down, maybe or what it did in between those times.
Yeah, and possibly maybe a return of the toy animatronics, a return of the normal animatronics that we saw in 5 Minutes Freddy's 1, because they might have been still put together at that point, and the only reason why they were broken apart was because
of whatever happens this night. Maybe they decide after events that take place in this place, they decide, right, we're going to have to destroy these things. They're evil. They are.
For all we know, it could be right after 5 Minutes Freddy's 1. It could be at 5 Minutes Freddy's 1. We don't know. I personally just think it's going to be anywhere before 5 Minutes Freddy's 3. That's just my theory. And possibly, who knows, Scott Cawthon could do a thing where maybe you you play in the past for a certain set of nights, and maybe for one night or maybe for a couple series of nights, you'll play in the future.
It's all possibilities. There's nothing saying it couldn't be at this point. There's nothing saying it's a definite year. I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's 3, we knew where the year was going to be. We knew it was going to be 30 years later. We knew it was going to be after each of the games. But this one, it's still up in the air. You just got to kind of piece together what you know about the game and what you think Scott Cawthon might do.
And if it's a prequel, when Phone says "Welcome back," it can explain who that not phone guy, but
we might actually learn who the night guard was.
Yeah, because we have no idea who the night guard is. A lot of people are speculating that it's Jeremy because of the breathe-in. It's the same exact breathe-in that would be in FNAF4, which is interesting. Which it's not Mike Smith, because Mike Smith never breathes, which we don't know what he would sound like.
So it could be him, but we don't know. There's nothing saying it could be him. It could have been phone guy for all we know. We don't even know if he's dead. There's still speculation about that. It could have been someone else that worked in the company previously, but we don't know. We're hoping this will fill us in and let us know.
And the reason why we don't think he's referring to them as their night guard in the pizzerias is because he says, welcome back, things are going to be a lot more interesting this time. Like, as in, the place that they're working at is going to be more interesting. Like, the place, like Fazbear Fright, for example, would be more interesting. So maybe they had some sort of other location, or maybe a different location of a rival company, maybe the Fazbear Fright, that was like a horror attraction, because basically it's a hot.
Maybe they branched out. Maybe they branched out from family entertainment to horror.
Exactly, because we already know they're trying to mooch off of the money that they're gonna get from the stories that were told of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. There's no doubt about it. Like, even Phone Dude basically admits the fact that they're trying to get some really spooky props to scare the crap out of people to get publicity, basically. So who knows? But another theory is that this game might be after Five Nights at Freddy's 3. But you remember the auction, right? The auction at the end of the game.
Yeah, that was kind of an obvious one where that's where we expected to go. We expected it to take place after, but it's Scott Cawthon.
Yeah,
things don't always go exactly as planned with him. I mean, after Five Nights at Freddy's 1, no one would have really thought straight away this is a prequel.
So, I mean, we can't really throw out facts yet or any lead-in evidence that would be a factual evidence until we get more, like, say, a screenshot of Five Nights at Freddy's 4, because Scott Cawthon did put a screenshot of FNAF 2 when that was out on his website. It was, I believe, the Mangle. He put a trailer up for Five Nights at Freddy's 3 and 2, which whenever he does that for Five Nights at Freddy's 4, which we predict might be sometime in August or September.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. By then, it will basically be, I would say, that would probably explain a lot. Like, we get to see the new characters.
But the second we just get some kind of title to maybe what the diner's called, if we get some kind of a hint to the property, its location, and not even maybe just its location, just the name of the place, if we know what it's called, if we know if it is a diner, if we know it's some kind of horror attraction, that'll clear up a lot more things. It'll give people a lot more ideas.
I mean, if it's in the future, we'll never figure out what Fredbear's Family Diner was, what the sister location was. So who knows? Maybe in the 4th game, you can play in 4 different locations. You never know.
This is why it takes him 6 odd months to build this one.
Exactly, 6 months.
He's doing that. He's building 4 games in one.
That actually, I think that would do pretty well. That would do pretty well. So we can't figure anything out that's factual evidence until he sends out early access or puts a teaser up that explains it, or a trailer.
It's all speculation. It's all ideas. It's all just piecing together bits of what we found and what we think about.
The only thing that we do know about this is that this game is going to tie up everything that we were wondering out since the first game.
It damn well better. There's too many theories from not to tie stuff up. Come on.
But
Scott, don't do this.
I feel like this is basically the extent of our theory. So I hope you all enjoyed today's theory video. If you did, why not leave a like? And if you're new to our channel, then why not hit that subscribe button to stay updated for our videos. I'll link his channel in the description. But until next time, guys, I'll see you all later. Peace out.
See ya.